Did Drake really just hop on another stream with Adin Ross? Because what went down might be one of the biggest self-drags in rap history. For a guy trying to act chill, Drake basically gave the world front row seats to his meltdown. Raw, unfiltered, and painfully real. All those bad habits he's been hiding behind glossy lyrics and luxury shots. Yeah, they all came crashing out, live. You could literally feel the desperation oozing through every word. Months later, after pretending Kendrick Lamar's win didn't shake him, it's crystal clear, the man's still rattled. Drake couldn't stop circling Kendrick's name like a mosquito around a light bulb, trying to twist the story like it's still 2016. But the act's expired. Every time he opens his mouth, he just proves Kendrick's still living rent-free in that massive Toronto mansion of a mind. And then came that awkward collab moment with Adin Ross. What even was that? Awkward. Chaotic. Exposed. The Drake who used to charm crowds couldn't even fake a chill vibe. Fans wanted the smooth, funny Drake. Instead, they got the one who can't hide behind auto-tune. The one who looks cornered and insecure while trying to laugh it off. It felt like watching a king trying to convince everyone the castle's fine, while it's literally burning behind him. And the wild part. Every word just made it worse. When Drake's not protected by beats or studio filters, the mask starts to slip, and this stream was proof. What was supposed to be a fun hangout turned into a highlight reel of embarrassment. Kendrick didn't even need to lift a finger. Drake handled the self-destruction solo. Before we dive into the full crash landing, don't forget to like and subscribe, because what came next between Drake, Adin, and this circus of a moment is pure chaos waiting to explode. Drake just can't hide it anymore. The jealousy, the anger, that quiet bitterness toward Kendrick keeps leaking out every time he talks. Even surrounded by his crew, with Adin trying to spin things in his favor, the truth's flashing neon bright. They keep saying Kendrick's dragging the beef for attention and Drake's moved on. Please. Everyone can see that's a lie. Drake's the one holding on, and it's eating him alive. This stream was supposed to be harmless. Just Drake chilling with Adin, talking nonsense. But the second Kendrick's name floated by, Drake couldn't resist taking another shot. He's obsessed. It's like he's trying to brainwash his fans into hating Kendrick, because without that, he's got nothing left. That's the illusion still keeping his empire standing, that he's still the top dog. But every outburst just cracks it more. Fans can feel the insecurity jumping through the screen. Somewhere out there, you just know Kendrick's team is laughing their heads off. While Drake's out here streaming his meltdown, Kendrick's rehearsing Not Like Us in packed stadiums, writing history in real time, calm, focused, unbothered. The contrast. Painful. One man's building legacy, the other's live streaming his downfall. So when Adin brought up his boxing event, people thought maybe things would lighten up. Nope. The moment Adin asked how much it'd take for Drake to step in the ring, he started rambling, dodging, looking like his ego already got KO'd. Then came the killer. Adin asked who he'd want to fight. And suddenly, the whole vibe changed. Drake's ego flared up, and that Kendrick obsession crept right back out. You could see it, that flicker in his eyes, like he almost said Kendrick by accident. Every L Kendrick ever handed him flashed across his face. Regret, pride, panic, all at once. He knew if he slipped and said that name, it'd open another round of chaos he couldn't survive. So he laughed it off, nervously, but that made it even worse. This wasn't confidence. It was damage control, live. Because these goofy Adin Ross collabs are peeling back every layer of the Drake illusion. No PR team. No fancy edits. Just panic, unfiltered. When Adin pressed about the fight, Drake tried to cover it up with that private sparring nonsense. Everyone knew exactly who he meant. Kendrick. He didn't need to say it. The fear said enough. Then, in classic Drake fashion, he laughed awkwardly, pivoted, and pretended nothing happened. But it was too late. The cool act didn't stick. The more he talked, the worse it got. Instead of keeping the vibe light, he started dragging Kendrick again, nitpicking wins, spinning success, trying to make himself look better. But all he did was show how deep that obsession really goes. It's almost sad. While Kendrick's making history, Drake's out here losing his cool live on camera, one awkward laugh at a time. At this point, it's borderline tragic. Drake, the same man who once ruled hip-hop like royalty, is now sitting on streams with Adin Ross like a faded influencer trying to stay relevant. What happened to the guy who demanded arenas and owned the charts? Now he's cracking Twitch jokes for clicks. The downgrade is insane. This isn't growth, it's desperation in HD. And if this is Drake's idea of a new era, then yeah, the best rapper debate is over. But what really blew people's minds? What happened next? Aiden, just trying to keep things fun, played Not Like Us in front of Drake. Harmless joke, right? Wrong. Drake couldn't handle it. Aiden laughed, said he'd run a stream for him, light-hearted moment. But Drake snapped back with that slick comment about running up fake numbers. Everyone caught it instantly. That jab wasn't random. It was aimed directly at Kendrick. Drake basically accused him of using fake streams, as if that's the only way to explain why Kendrick's numbers crush his. For someone claiming to be unbothered, Drake sure spends a lot of time thinking about Kendrick's stats. Every fake laugh, every side eye, pure insecurity. And the saddest part, Aiden wasn't even trolling. Dude was just vibing. But the minute Kendrick's name came up indirectly, Drake just had to swing. The obsession's chronic at this point. Moments like that expose everything. The bitterness, the jealousy, the fragile ego hiding behind the superstar smile. Kendrick doesn't need to clap back. Drake's unraveling on his own. Instead of looking like the calm legend he used to be, Drake's arguing with streamers and throwing shade over imaginary fake streams. That's not power, that's panic. Now he's doing mental gymnastics, trying to convince people Kendrick's success isn't real. He's out here saying Kendrick only blew up because of industry backing. Like fans didn't crown him themselves. It's wild. Drake's whole narrative is crumbling. He's calling himself the real artist while running hip-hop's pettiest smear campaign. The mastermind manipulator act. Please. The only people buying it are his most loyal stans. He keeps yelling fake streams, like it's a smoking gun, even though that so-called proof his team leaked fell apart the second people checked it. Man's grabbing at lifelines that don't exist. And here's where it gets even sadder. He's living a double life. Public Drake, calm, cool, joking, pretending he's chill. Private Drake, stressed, complaining, filing fraud claims, whispering about Kendrick's plays. It's two different people. You can hear it in his voice, that tension, that frustration, that denial. He knows he's been dethroned. And it's driving him crazy. Instead of focusing on his music, he's trying to discredit another man's success while playing the victim. It's clown behavior. He's trying to look like the brave underdog fighting the system. But really, he's just fighting his own downfall. At this point, Drake's not just losing the rap war, he's losing the plot. Every fake jab and contradiction just makes it clearer. Kendrick broke him. And now, he's stuck playing catch-up while pretending he's still in control. This is the same guy who built an empire off words, image, and authenticity. And now he can't even stick to one story. Watching Drake on these streams isn't seeing a rapper. It's watching a midlife identity crisis go viral. He's not chasing greatness anymore, he's chasing views. And the craziest part? He looks like he's enjoying it. Instead of cooking hits in the studio, he's cracking jokes on camera with people half his age. He's gone from rap royalty to streamer energy, laughing, trolling, reacting, doing bits. It's influencer culture with a MIC. The man who used to set trends is now chasing them, clinging to whoever's hot online just to stay relevant. And then came the kicker. Drake officially made Aiden Ross an OVO member live on stream. Yep. Aiden lit up like he just got drafted. Meanwhile, fans are sitting there like, when did Drake go from being the biggest rapper alive to a Twitch entertainer? He's got more chemistry with Aiden Ross than half his own label, including Party Next Door, who, by the way, got cut from the Not Like Us video entirely. Drake's building a new circle, and it's full of influencers, not artists. The shift is wild. From Rick Ross to Aiden Ross? That's not a rebrand. That's a fall from grace. The rap fans who grew up on him? They're watching this clown show wondering where the Drake they respected went. It's like he swapped his MIC for a headset and never looked back. And sure, he's saying he's working on a great solo album. But who's buying that? The man spends more time streaming than recording. He wants that old glory, the respect, the dominance, but it's gone. And no amount of live streams is bringing it back. So now Drake's stuck in this weird limbo, half streamer, half rapper, trying to prove he's still got it while slowly drifting from everything that made him great. He can talk about that amazing new album all he wants, but until he reconnects with the culture that built him, it's just noise. Because right now, Drake's not competing with Kendrick or Cole anymore, he's competing with content creators. His noise is louder than his music, and none of it hits. Every awkward collab, every random stunt, it's all starting to look desperate. The man who once ran the charts can't even be taken seriously now. The confidence is gone. The insecurity, loud. And as long as Drake freezes every time Kendrick's name comes up, he's never getting that top spot back. You can see it in the way he jokes, the nervous laughter, the quick topic changes. He's not dodging Kendrick. He's haunted by him. These Drake x Aiden link-ups. Nobody asked for them. Nobody needed them. But Drake's convinced they'll fix his image. All they're doing is confirming the obvious. Kendrick broke him so deep that now he's chasing validation anywhere he can get it. Every stream, every funny clip, every comeback attempt just reminds people how far he's fallen. He thinks he's rebuilding his name, but what he's really doing is broadcasting the damage. Kendrick didn't just beat him, he changed him. Now Drake's stuck trying to convince the world his legacy's still intact while everyone can see it's crumbling. So what do you think of this whole Drake x Aiden collab? Come back or cry for help? Be honest. Is his fear of Kendrick what's really holding him back? Drop your thoughts below. And if you made it to this part, you're a real one. Hit that like, subscribe, and share with someone still waiting for Drake's bounce back era. Because at this point, it's not looking good. Every new move just shows how deep the downfall runs. But don't go far, because Kendrick Lamar isn't done yet. Word is, he's got new music coming that's bold, daring, and culture-shaking. The kind that flips the whole game again. And when that drops, Drake's going to feel that storm harder than ever. So buckle up, because this rap saga's only getting messier.